Hello and welcome to week 2 of our English 101 class. I'm not sure that I'll do a video overview for every single week, but I think as we're getting started out in the semester, this may be helpful to just kind of orient you to what you can expect in the week ahead. So because it's a new week, we've got a new picture of my good friend Steve. You'll always see a picture of one of my silly pets here. You may hear my bird squawking in the background. We'll try to work him into a homepage pick in the future. We'll see. But anyhow, you're always going to have a landing page like this every week and a link to remind you to go ahead and get started working on the modules. You will also find my virtual office hours. I am always going to be at this link, almost always, between 10 and 11:30 Monday through Thursday. If I ever have to change those times, you'll see, I'll let you know on the homepage. And so you don't even have to make an appointment for that. If you have a question or you just want to say hi, click there and I'll be there waiting. Even if you don't have Google Meet, it'll automatically download it and you'll be able to join a session with me. Of course, you're always welcome to message me questions in the inbox as well. Lots of students have already done that, which is absolutely great. I just want to be available to you as much as possible. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, of course, just like in week 1, the modules in week 2 are set up so that you have to work through them in order. I'm trying that this semester. I used to just leave them all open, but I ran into problems where students would just skip to the assignments that were worth points, and then they were failing the papers because they weren't learning the concepts they needed to write the papers. And that's really what all these module pages are for. Some of them are going to be readings from our free online textbook like this. Some of them are going to be videos from me like this one. Some of them are going to be instructions for papers. And this week, as we will in many weeks, there's a quiz that will help to make sure that you're reading all of these links and that you understand kind of the work of that week. And then, of course, there's also a discussion board in week 2. But you already know how those work because I haven't fully graded all of the responses from week 1, but the ones that I've seen so far have been really great. People are they're writing great, insightful posts, and they're commenting on other people's posts, just like the directions described. That's wonderful. If you keep that up and you keep working through everything in order, you're going to have a successful semester and you're going to grow a great deal as a writer. So, of course, again, I can see all of these, but you're going to have to work through these in order. And if you ever run into problems with that, if you ever have a link that doesn't open or you have a question, definitely message me here in the inbox. This week, we're going to talk about rhetoric. Last week, when I had you think about what are some of the ways that a message might differ depending on the audience, depending on the person that's reading the message. And of course, lots of people had great insights about how, you don't use abbreviations with certain audiences and you do with others. We had a good, robust conversation about that, I thought. So that idea is part of what we call rhetorical considerations, right? And the idea is that when you are crafting a message, whether it is a sticky note for your mom or a college paper, you have to think about the audience and what their expectations are in that message, and you have to think about the purpose of the message, right? And so you'll apply that to every paper you write for me. And every paper you write for me, I'll tell you who the audience is and what the purpose is, and you'll see that actually when you get to the rhetorical analysis paper instructions. But we have to talk about a lot more to talk about when we're going to start talking about rhetoric. And so I guess I'm going to end here so that you can do these readings, and then there'll be another video in there for me to sort of break things up. Thanks. See you in that video.